Hi! My name is Harper. I am 19 years old and I am doing the Adoptee Tag. The tag is from a channel called the Here And Nao. The person who runs it is named Naomi and she's on several pages, like adoptee pages that I'm on, and she's also a Chinese adoptee, which is what I am. So we're gonna do this. Where are you adopted from? I am adopted from China, in the south of China. That's why I'm so freaking short and I kind of have dark-ish skin. The second question is, where do you live now? I live in British Columbia, Canada. How old were you when you were adopted? I was adopted when I was 9 months old. When did you find out you were adopted? I've kind of always known because my parents are white, and so it's kind of hard to hide that from me. Also, I have two siblings, one older, one younger, that are also adopted from China. So we were always kind of told, we had books about adoption, we had friends that were also adopted from China. I've just always known, and it's just kind of been something that's been normalized, and I think that's a good thing. The next question is, do you tell people that you're adopted? Not really. If it comes up, then yes. I don't feel the need to make it a big thing. I don't feel the need to be like, hello, my name is Harper and I'm adopted. It's not the most important thing about me, so no, but also yes. It's normal to me, so sometimes I just mention it. Do you like to know about your heritage? China's interesting, and I think maybe as I get older, I might kind of want to explore that more, but where I am now, it's not something that I feel like I need to know and that I'm particularly connected to. Have you been back to your birthplace? Kind of. I've been back to China, but not anywhere near where I was born, because China's a pretty big country. Do you speak your birth language? I do not. How was it growing up adopted? It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I went through phases of hating being adopted, and then phases of not caring that I was adopted, and then phases of caring about being abandoned and caring about finding my birth parents, and then back to not caring at all. And I've kind of come to a place where I've struggled through all these things, and I honestly have bigger fish to fry. So I still have issues and I still have things that stem from being adopted / being abandoned, but it's not as important anymore. Have you done a birth parent search / have you found your birth parents? I have not. Finding your birth parents as a Chinese adoptee is very, very hard. And just because at the time that I was born, there were so many kids being abandoned that I don't think I would find the person. How would you define your identity as an adoptee? It's not particularly important to me anymore. Right now, I feel kind of like it's not that big of a deal, so Do you know many adoptees? I do know quite a couple. What's something people may not know about what it's like to be adopted? That it's not all being saved and now everybody's happy. There's loss on both sides. There's the birth mother or parent or whatever you'd like to call them that's losing their child or giving up their child. And then there's also the child who's losing their birth parent and also being put into a position where they may have a loving family now, but they're still feeling like you weren't wanted. And that's something that I grappled with as a child or adolescent. I was literally put on the street because I wasn't wanted. And a lot of people kind of ignore that part about adoption. You know, it's all about, oh, the adopted parents have saved you and now your life is so much better and you couldn't have had a good life before, but now it's so amazing kind of thing. And just like ties into like saviorism, but that's another topic. Guess that's what people don't generally think about or know. Do you think being adopted has affected your relationship / your trust? I definitely think it has, though I'm not sure if it's directly about adoption or if it's the 9 months that I spent in an institution. And I definitely have some form of fear of abandonment or fear of rejection or fear that I'm going to be alone or that people don't like me or love me. So whether or not that has a direct correlation with being adopted, I'm not sure, but ta-da! It's here. It's me. Do you have any siblings, and are they adopted? I do have siblings. I have an older and a little, as I said before, and they are both adopted from China. What is your relationship like with your adopted parents? I'd say I have a pretty good relationship with my adopted parents. My parents. That's just how I'm going to call them, because that's what they are. I wouldn't say we're the most super emotionally connected people, just because I'm not someone who likes to talk about feelings all the time. We're pretty close, and we have a good relationship, so... What would you say to your birth parent or birth parents if you could? I'd probably have more questions than anything. I'm at a point where I'm not super bitter or angry about being abandoned or adopted or whatever. I'm more curious than anything about who they are, why they gave me up, and do I have any blood-related siblings? I probably do. You know, do I have an uncle? Do I have an aunt that's blood-related? What's the medical family history? And stuff like that. Would you adopt a kid yourself? If I wanted kids, I would probably adopt. I do not want to personally birth a child into this world. And the last one is, apart from being adopted, how else do you identify? Well, you already know that I identify as transgender. I also identify as a musician. I've been playing music since I was 4 years old. I'm classically trained in viola and piano and technically kind of violin, but I don't play violin anymore. And I also identify as a person of color. That is the Adoptee Tag. I hope you like it. Again, the Adoptee Tag is created by a channel called the Here And Nao, run by Naomi, and you should go check her out. Right over there. Check her out. Do it. She's got a lot to say and lots of good things to say, and she's really, really cool. Okay, see ya. Do you